Wow, okay, so you read the title right. Yes, I finally did go and see The Batman. Now, I'm thinking, do I want to do 2 reviews for it? Maybe I'll do a spoiler-free and then a spoiler one, but I'm guessing everybody's seen it by now, so is there really a point of doing a spoiler-free one? But then again, maybe people have not seen it, so we're gonna do the spoiler-free one anyway. I wanted to get a few people on here to talk about it with me, but maybe next time. So, let's go into the review. Spoiler-free, right? What did I think about the movie? Okay, let's start with this, right? I will tell you guys this. I actually enjoyed the movie quite a lot. I thought the movie was really, really well written, really well paced, and the movie had more of a grounded feel toward Batman. You know, with Batman v Superman, we saw where like Ben Affleck's Batman was fighting Superman, fighting everybody else, and just doing all this otherworldly stuff where that's like Batman at his best. But this Batman is more of a grounded Batman, kind of related to the Arkham Origins version of Batman, where it's 2 years into his career. I think Arkham Origins is 2 years into his career as well. He's starting to figure things out. He's very, very violent, very brutal, and he's like hammer fisting dudes in the face, like knocking dudes out, breaking faces. And I mean, Christian Bale's Batman was never shown to be this brutal, but Robert Pattinson's Batman, I like it because, again, it's a fresh start, it's a fresh take on the character, and he's knocking dudes out, busting noses, cheekbones, face, and like there's one shot where they show you the guy's face after he takes the mask off, after Batman like hammers him in. Man, this dude's face is all bruised up, red, like, oh man, it was crazy how violent that he was getting in there. So I did like that aspect of him. Like I said, he was very grounded, he felt more realistic. I liked how they showed, you know, when he's in these hand-to-hand fights, he's getting punched in the back, he's getting shot in the back. He's not like just beating up everybody. Some people are like getting good blows on him. He's actually taking hits, he's actually taking punishment, and it just goes to show, like, yeah, this is really how he would look when he first started out. Because when he first started out, he's not as confident yet, you know? He doesn't have his confidence, his skills aren't really elite just yet. He's still elite, but his skills aren't elite because he's not as confident yet. There was a few instances where he was in a fight and he was getting beat down, bro. It was pretty cool to see. I was like, yo, like, this is a fresh take on the character. Like, I remember there was like a group fight and he got punched in the back and he turned around, he punched that dude, and then the other dude punched him in the back, and then he just turned around. I was like, yo, this is really cool. I like this. I like the car chase. Oh my God, the car chase. At first I didn't like the Batmobile design. I know you guys saw my reaction to it in the trailer. I didn't like it, but watching it in the movie, I was like, yo, the Batmobile looks kind of cool. Like, this is his first design for it. I like that. It looks really, really cool. I didn't think I would like it as much, but I do like it. It gave me more of the classic Batman from like the 60s version feel. That gave me that vibe, but it was still pretty cool. The villain, the Riddler, was really, really well done. I didn't think the Riddler would ever be that iconic or that, how do I say it? He wasn't like annoying, which is one of the things about the Arkham games that I didn't like, was the Riddler was just annoying. But in the movie, he felt menacing. He felt like a real threat. Like, and that's the thing about Batman's rogues gallery. He has so many villains, but the Joker sits on top. This one, they actually put a different villain in the forefront. And I was like, yo, the Riddler, like, he could be pretty serious, you know? And what makes the Riddler so dynamic is that the Riddler is also starting out too, you know? Like, that's the great thing about the villains in this. There was Penguin, Riddler, there was somebody at the end, I'm gonna cover that later, and Catwoman, but she's not a villain yet, but she's also starting out too. So it was like bringing these characters from the ground up. All of them were introduced. You could see the beginning of all these characters. I like that. I really liked it. It was just, like I said, like a fresh take for all these characters to come up. It's not like a Batman that's already established and has his villains already set up and the Joker's still #1. No, it's like, here's all these other villains that we're gonna set up into being a part of the bigger picture. But for right now, this is how they come into play. This is who they are before their names become household names. That's the way I would look at it. The music, oh my God. The scenes when Batman will walk in and the music would play, it was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, yo, that is such a cool idea that the writer had. Whenever Batman shows up, he has his own theme song playing. I love that. I love that part so much. And then in the very beginning of the movie, when people are like afraid of the bat symbol, they put such an emphasis on the bat symbol because the bat symbol brings fear to all the criminals. And then the criminals, like, once the symbol comes out, they're all like looking and they're all scared. I love that. That was just perfect. That was just perfect. That just made the whole thing of Batman come together, because these criminals do fear him. And again, I know I'm going back to the Arkham games a lot, but this is like the last bit of like real legitimate good Batman storytelling we've had in a long time was with the Arkham games, where the criminals would be talking their trash and saying, oh, Batman's nothing, blah, 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 blah. And then when you drop down next to them, they'd be like, oh my God, don't touch me, please. Like, it was cool because it gave me that feeling too, where like these guys are actually terrified of the symbol. He doesn't even need to show up. It's just a symbol because they know what he represents. I love that. I love Andy Serkis's Alfred. That was really cool. Catwoman was really great as well. I like that actress. She did a really good job. I had one problem with the movie. I'll give you guys my score soon, but there was one problem I had with the movie that just felt like it came out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, I will say this. This doesn't take away from the movie, but is it just me or did that movie feel like a long ass movie, guys? That movie felt long, man. Like, when I was watching it, I was like, damn, bro, this movie ain't over. Like, it's still going on. Like, it's not like I'm saying like it's a bad thing about the movie. I just felt like the movie was long. And usually when I notice that a movie feels long, it means the movie's not good. But in this case, I was always interested. Literally, I have no problems with the movie besides one thing, but it doesn't take away from the film. It just felt like it came out of nowhere. I think that's all I want to cover in the spoiler-free review. So now for my rating. Okay, this is my rating. And I'm gonna tell you guys the one problem I had with this movie. The scene, another thing, before I get into the rating. This was a Batman movie. It wasn't like it was like how they want to tell a Bruce Wayne and Batman story. No, this was a Batman-centered film. And I love that because at some point in this film, I realized, and I wrote this down, Bruce Wayne is the true mask. Batman is his real identity. And I remember even, I can't say that, that's a spoiler. I'm just gonna shut up. But that's what I noticed. I was like, Bruce Wayne is his true mask and Batman is the true identity of the character. For this film in particular, that's what it felt like. So there was Bruce Wayne in it, but it was like, I want to say like 85% of a Batman film. I thought it was really well done. Honestly, I thought it was really well done. So for my rating, oh man, wow. This is gonna be the first film in a while, but I have to say, this film was definitely a 10. This film was easily a 10. It was easily enjoyable. The characters were great. I'm telling you guys, when he just walks and you hear the music, oh my God, that was perfect. I don't know whose idea that was. That was perfect. And the Batman theme, oh man, this movie was easily a 10. So those are my thoughts on the film, guys. I'll discuss that one problem I had in the spoiler section. But for right now, 10, hands down, not even a question. First movie in a while I've given a 10 to, because I've seen movies recently, I didn't give them 10s. I don't think I gave Spider-Man No Way Home a 10. Now that's a question for another day. Did I like this more than Spider-Man? That's another question for another day. But as of right now, this film, easily a 10. And honestly, the film is making me start to love the character of Batman even more than I did before. It's moved him up a few notches on my favorite superhero list because this was a real grounded take. And I remember somebody commented recently something about, you know, the problems that you have, the reasons why you don't want to watch it is why you should watch it, because this is more of a realistic take on the character instead of the toxic Ben Affleck stuff that the fanboys were talking about. They were right. They were really right, because this was very, very well made. It was very, very well made. I like Robert Pattinson as Batman. Now, is he my favorite Batman? That's a question for another day. We're going to talk about that another time. We might do a live stream discussing that. But those are my thoughts on the movie, guys. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Make sure you guys leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share that video, because we're on that road to 1,000 subscribers. Really good movie. Round of applause for them, because this was great. That's all I got.